So guys, welcome again to trigonometry part 2. That will be few formulas. Few, yes, very few. So let us begin. First, before going to formulas, we have to see the difference between degrees and radians, and why we use degrees and radians, and what are actually degrees and radians, and all that thing. So let us move on to that. So here I want to show you the difference between degrees and radians and all that stuff. So first let me draw a circle. I mean, what all these things are based on a circle. So let me draw my circle. Let's move it a little up. Yeah. So now let me draw my center. Okay. Looks like there are two centers. One is enough. More than enough. Okay. Now guys, I wanted to pay close attention to what is happening. So degrees, we have a full circle takes 360 degrees. That's how you usually say, right? Now there are reasons why 360 is, why the number 360 is taken and not any other number is taken, which I don't want to tell you now because it will confuse you. With too much data will confuse you. Anytime when I come to the school, please ask me about why 360 is taken as degree and I will tell you that time. Okay. Or if you really want to know, message me and I will let you know. Okay. Now let me talk about radians. Suppose I take a suppose I take my radius. I draw my radius. Okay. Then and this is 1 unit. Why I say unit? Because it could be 1 meter, it could be 1 kilometer, it could be 1 centimeter, 1 millimeter, 1 gigameter. It could it could just go on. It could be 1 foot, it could be 1 lakh meters, it could be anything, but it should be 1. You get it? It could be 1 into 10 raised to 100 meters. Doesn't matter. It should be 1 unit. That's it. Should not be 2. This is a unit circle. Remember, unit circle means radius is 1. Radius is 1 unit. So this is so I'm taking a radius of 1 unit. Then I'm going that same 1 unit around the circle. And once I go the same distance, I will go around the circle, and then if I draw another radius like this, then this angle that is formed, this angle is my radians, or I can say this angle is 1 radians. Okay, so this angle is called 1 radians. So I go 1 unit. So how do I find 1 radians? I find first of all what is the radius. Now this is a unit circle, means radius is unity. Radius is unity means radius is 1. So I go 1 unit like this around the circle and I stop at that point, and then I join with the radius, and what I get is 1 radians. Now how to find this is how. So this will be twice the radians, thrice the radians, 4 radians, 5. It will go like that, it depending on the circle. 5 radians, 6 radians, and it will go. Now how to find the relationship between degrees and radians? That is what we need to know. How to find the relationship between 1 degree and 1 radians. Now before going to that, let me tell you something. We all know that we know that circumference of circle is 2 pi, right? So circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, right? Now in this case r is 1, right? This unit circle, so this r is equal to 1, so it is basically 2 pi. So 2 pi is the total distance of the circle, the total length of the circle. Now this is in now that means this, so now I can say that if I go 2 pi, I can cover the circle, right? So it is like, if I go 2 pi, if I have a radius, and my radius is 1, and if I go 2 pi around, I can cover the circle. That means my angle is 2 pi. To cover the entire circle, my angle is 2 pi. Therefore, I say that 2 pi is equal to 360 degree. 360 degree is to go around the circle, right? So 2 pi, I will say 2 pi has some relationship with 360 degree. 2 pi and 360 degrees are, equivalent, I will say. Therefore, this thing is my radians. That means, let me make it more clearer to you. 2 pi radians is equal to 360 degree. How do I get this 2 pi? I get this 2 pi because, when the radius is 1, it is 2, I need to go 2 pi around the circle. When I go 2 pi, I complete, I go around the complete circle. That is how I get this 2 pi. Okay, then I make a definition, I write a statement that 2 pi radians is equal to 360. I fix this. Now once I fix this, I can find what is 1 radians. How to find it? If 2 pi radians is equal to 360 degree, pi radians is equal to how much? Divide by 2. 360 divided by 2 is equal to 180 degree. So pi is 180 degree. Okay. Now, if pi radians is 180 degree, how much will be 1 radians? Divided by pi. So this will be 180 divided by pi degrees. Don't forget the units. Degrees should be put. Units, okay? So this is what I have got. 1 radians is equal to 180 by pi. 1 radians is equal to 180 by pi degrees. Now how much is that? How much is 180 by pi? Let us check. So let me go to my calculator, and 180 divided by pi gives me 57.29. I will approximate this as 57.3. So this is equal to 1 radians. 1 radians is equal to 57.3 degrees. Now you don't have to remember this 57.3 and all that number. I will say a better way. Better way is, always remember this one. 1 radians is equal to 180 by pi degrees. And whenever you need it, just substitute the value of pi and find it out. Actually, you never substitute the value of pi, because one reason why we use radians is also because we can write it very simply. See, let me tell you one more thing. In the lower forms of maths, that means the maths that you're studying in school is not advanced level of maths. It's just a basic level. The maths that you study in 12th will be a little more advanced. Then once you go to college, it is a higher form of maths. There you'll be using pi. You won't be using degrees. You'll be studying everything with respect to pi. Pi by 4, pi by 2. Pi by 2, pi is 180, so pi by 2 is 90 degree. Pi by 4 means 45 degree. Pi by 6, pi by 3. This is how you'll be studying. Next year also you'll be studying like this in 12th. But in the lower form of maths, till now you all studied in the form of degrees. That is for our understanding. Now why we use radians, it is for simplification purposes. For example, one reason is simplification. For example, if you're using degrees, you need to remember this numbers: 125 degree, 210 degree, 220 degree. Sorry. So we need to remember all that. In the case of radians, it is more easier. For example, everything is with respect to pi. I can say pi by 2, pi by 3, pi by 4. I can all say with respect to pi. You see how it sounds more simple, it looks more simple. It for solving purposes, for algebraic solving purposes, this seems to be more easier. That is why radians is a little more popular among algebraic and calculus people. Okay, you will understand that more next year. For now, just remember how we got, or just remember the circle. For now, just remember the circle and remember that this is 1 radians. Sorry, this is 1 radians, and 1 radians is equal to 180 by pi degrees.